I'm finding out more and 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 more every day, every day, every day, every day. You got a lot of you were busy, busy, busy bee. I'm just amazed on how many people it took to feel an ounce of power. If you could feel the power that God is giving me now, if you were jealous before, you would be super jealous now. You don't understand. Don't get me wrong, it's lonely. But the latest, I mean, I heard this message before about my sister and my ex, but I see now why she's in the hospital. And the last message is that she is gonna pass away. And I cannot feel bad for somebody that wanted that for me. So whatever people did want it for me, they're gonna receive. So just know that whatever you wanted for me, you will receive. And it's always, whether it's good karma or bad karma, as much as you guys learned while you were experimenting with trying to take me down and hee hee ha ha and the sex parties and all that stuff, um, I'm learning a lot too. But I'm actually hearing that I'm actually teaching a few words to people. It's funny because people thought I was so dumb. If anybody has ever followed any of my pages or knew me for more than a year, I'm always trying to learn. Like, I'm teaching myself how to paint. Not only that, but doing events on arts and crafts stuff. I'm cooking different foods for the event. Um, and I'm always, like, I was doing the dictionary word of the day, posting that, learning new words, this and that, trying to teach others. I had the do it yourself, I had the dyslexia, I had, I'm always trying to educate people. I was a peer counselor, I was an advocate, but whatever you wanted for me. So the sad part is that, as far as my sisters, brothers, I really, that hurts the most because I really loved you guys and all that stuff. I know you, the little minion and report back know that I did a few videos saying I cut my whole family off because I noticed a pattern. As soon as I started asking questions, the older generation would go to the same pattern, which was, oh, I need to come see you or come see me. When are you going to come see me? And I did not want to, the two aunts that I was talking to, I knew that the other Mari was a snake the minute she put my dad on the phone, and she provoked him to say bad things about me. She pretended like I wasn't around, got him all riled up, and he was, oh, hija de la gran puta, blah blah blah. And then she turned to me, put him on speaker, turned to me like, oh, your dad is going off about you. Once I started going off, then she didn't know what the hell to do because I was paying the tiny ass apartment that she has in New York. But I was really shocked when I caught Tia Rosario playing the script. I already caught up with Tia Belti from my mom's side. Although she gave me some good information before I had to cut her out. I'm pretty good at investigating. I'm pretty good about getting information out of people. I'm pretty good about playing dumb. So some people might think to themselves, like, if she knew, why would she stay? Why would she suffer? Why? I wanted to be sure. Plus, I know that karma collects. So I wanted to be sure, for one. And two, I started seeing signs who was already in it, who was playing in my face by the people that were getting stomach pains and up in hospital, not knowing what the hell was wrong with them. Some of them. So, oh, thank you, sweetie. But mainly because I wanted to be sure. But the sister sleeping with the ex is a wild one. And the fact that Jareli knew about it, it's even wilder to me. The way she was like, when I said, oh, I'm back with James, she was like, I know. I know which one you're talking about. That that kind behind me like, what? Who told you? But that's how. So the thing about me is I like puzzles. I like to solve puzzles. I like to build puzzles. So it was a puzzle to me. So no matter how painful it was, no matter how hard it was to swallow that pill for a few days, but then once I realized that that food didn't do nothing for me, he literally brought nothing to my life. That's when I woke up the next day like, what? And I was willing to marry this fool for what? Like, he can be a good stepdaddy. He can be a good husband. He can be, now I know he can be faithful. He's lied from day one since I met him. Now hearing all the stuff that he's putting, the male that he's dealing with, the transvestite that he's dealing with, the baby mama that he's dealing with, now hearing everything he's dealing with, he wants to be a a lifestyle, but not one. I kept telling him to fix that house in his apartment and in the kitchen. I'm like, then when I saw all those bottles on top, like, that's so high school. I was so turned off. I was like, nah, we gonna have to throw that out of the stuff. But the good thing is that forced me to go through. I'm not gonna lie, that 21st after the surgery, I did cry. I cried one good time, one hard time. Not because of him, I think because I thought, I'm not gonna lie, he had me full the first 2 years. I'll say the first year, because after that I would break up with him every 2 months. I guess that's why he started dealing with her, to show me, and then acted like he wanted to marry me again. Asked me to be his girl on Valentine's, which I think is corny. I don't like, I'm not a normal girl. Like, I'm not, oh, goo goo gaga about Valentine's, girly crap like that. I'm not, it's not me. So I thought it was corny, but I was like, okay, whatever. And then came over here to leave something behind. to take something from my house. I'm gonna get rid of, I usually get rid of clothes or anything that reminds me of an ex when I with them. But this time, I'm gonna get rid of everything when I move. I already looked through the closet. I already moved everything around. So whatever it was, it's already in the garbage. And whatever you took, I don't even notice it. So obviously it doesn't mean anything to me. But I just think it's weird that it took this much effort, that many people to try down, try to take my kids, try to cause problems, try to me and my kids fight. But the thing is, the child protective services or anything that would have came my way, I don't understand why he didn't take notes. So this is the thing about it. Like, if the cult is listening, this is why he needs to be blamed for you guys getting your butt whooped right now by karma. Because I've told him about what I went through with my son's dad. He took me to court a whole bunch of times. He called CPS twice. What they actually ended up helping me because they found out I was a good mom, this and that. I have too many people. The thing is, I remember he said something about, oh, just because I wanted him to get rid of the bestie. Now, I didn't know about the kids. I didn't know about the fake marriage, because if he's still married to his divorce, you can't find it online. If you look him up and look at the girl's name, I did it when I was in Florida one time. It's not there. So we definitely would have had to do that before May 25th. We were supposed to get married May 25th, 25th. So girl, even though I hear she's psycho, and she has no self-control and no self-esteem, because to be taken, look, there's so many guys out there that better, that can give you way better everything. I don't understand why you're so stuck. Like, get it through your head. He's narcissist. Look it up. Look up what a narcissist. There's a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I heard you're wondering, how is she able to walk away? Because I already dealt with. He knows that too. He knows all my stories. So he knows how I beat all the cases that my first son's dad tried to put on the. He was gonna go to jail for it. The judge said, if you bring this girl one more time in here, you're gonna do a year in jail. So I look innocent, but when I have to get to it, especially in Seattle, it's too easy to find legal help. And I've been through enough to know, like, the other thing that he should have told you guys was that I am better under pressure than when I'm happy. When I'm happy, I have anxiety, but when I'm under pressure, I think clearly. I move the chessboard like I want to. So he knew me, but I guess he didn't know me, because it's like the stuff that I to pull after I noticed it, he shouldn't have came. He messed up by coming in March, because he was so uncomfortable. Any little question I asked him, he just was quiet. He didn't know what to say, because guys started giving me dreams. I heard you guys laughing, especially her and him. And I asked him, I said, are you two laughing at me? I saw that they had a whole chat. I saw a couple of pictures of me. Oh, she's saying how pretty to have you, blah, blah, blah. Now, I didn't read the text because I figured, well, God has already given me dreams, so it'll be a matter of time before. The other way he messed up was being rude to me the week of the surgery. If he was playing his card right, he would have been sweet that week. And then maybe wouldn't have pushed me to this point where I woke up. Look that up. What is awakening? What does that mean? Since you guys say that I'm so dumb and this and that, here I am. I'm teaching you. I'm a teacher. But I'm glad you guys are caught because you've done a lot of damage to a lot of people. And it's time for you to live with your own karma, with your own energy. I don't understand why you can't just shine on your own. I don't understand why you need somebody else's battery. Like everybody can go to sleep and get the same amount of energy. No, I'm not saying shit. I'm not gonna look down too much. But and sorry if you're not part of the cult, but I can't. I'm just saying. The last thing that I heard was that the sister that got into it with this cult, whichever one it is, she's gonna die. And I cannot cry. I will not show any emotions because she's getting what she wanted from me. And so will everybody else. The mama, the sisters, the niece, anybody can get it. God doesn't discriminate. A lot of people think Jesus was calm, but a lot of people don't remember when he went into that temple and tore stuff up. A lot of people don't remember when he told Satan off in his own kind words. And that's what's written in the Bible. I imagine if he was hanging out with prostitutes and weed smokers and all that stuff, he was high and drunk because he could turn water into wine. I don't believe that all the stories. They can't. A lot of the people it's written by he or she say and this and that. And yeah, God might have downloaded this and that, but who's to say that he didn't do a lot more than what we think? Who's to say that he wasn't acting in his human ways for a while, and that's why he ended up going to the cross? Maybe God gave him a choice. Hey, you can avoid the cross if you just stick with it. But the story goes he had to pay for our sins. He could have went to hell without going on the cross, but he could have died naturally, or he could have been, there could have been so many scenarios. And maybe the cross symbolized something, back then, and now that's why. Or maybe they made it up. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. I do believe in Jesus. I do believe in God, but I question everything and anything. And that's how I learn, and I'm a curious type of kid because I wasn't able to ask questions when I was little. So I ask them now. And a lot of the times I don't like to argue, so I will ask myself and ask God and ask Google. And, it'll come to me how it'll come to me. But unfortunately, if something is different than what's in the Bible or what people are preaching, then I can't be free to say it, because then I went to school for it. the Bible. I'm a pastor. I'm a apostle. I'm a this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I don't fight. They say don't fight. I'm not calling them fools, but I don't fight because that makes me feel like I'm fighting and arguing with a fool. It's just we're gonna go around and around because you're not gonna. If I get something in my head, that's just it. Until God changes my mind, that's just it. It's gonna be in my head. Um, sorry, 80, 8159. Sorry. Okay. Okay, well, don't be mad. Hey, I'm just talking about somebody in the closet pretending to be straight, but they're messing around with everything and anything out there. A friend even has a crush on him. That's why he told him, get that girl. She ain't no good for you. So I hope you left, Peter. I left because I'm not going to be mute for nobody. Like, I'm not talking down. I was just telling my friend, who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody, and I think everybody's beautiful. Some people take it too far. I don't agree with um, the outfits that are worn at Pride, and I don't agree with them wanting to come to the school to read to kindergartens in their nightwear, what they would wear on to do a show at nighttime. Like that's unnecessary. But other than that, I don't have a problem with anybody. But good luck on your journey, Peter. Ay, ay, ay. So much hate in the world. It's like, calm down, you know? Like when people talk about Spanish people to get people riled up, like I just stop talking to the people. If I find out somebody has an issue with Spanish people or they talk about Mexicans, and just because I'm not Mexican, they think I'm gonna be okay with hearing that, I just stop dealing with them. It's it literally takes 3 times the energy to go at somebody, say something, when you can just go. It makes no sense. But I just wanted to say I'm kind of sad about the end results that my sisters are going to go through for being involved in this, either by being fully involved or knowing about all this. Um, Everybody else is grown. I feel like my aunts and them, my dad, my brother and sister in Spain, my aunts, my cousin, everybody's a willing participant. I feel like my little sister suffers from a lot of mental issues. So the hate, I don't understand the hate because I helped her out a lot. But we all have choices and she makes bad. If she hates me because I make better ones, then that's sad. But as far as everybody else, I don't feel bad. I don't feel sorry for whatever you will go through and whatever you are going through. I'm kind of excited for everybody to get their karma because it was hurtful. I gotta say, it took me like a week to be like, what? Why? That's all I kept telling myself. Like, I kept, and then when I found out that that was the reason that my cola died, and the girl playing on the post talking about, oh, sorry, bestie, under the fake business page. And it's like, I, he got caught up. He tagged her in a post and talked business page. Oh yeah, that's her husband. And then he deleted it. I was like, why you delete the tag? Oh, it was just an old joke. It doesn't matter anymore. Then when I saw the comment under Cola's page, he was like, oh no, that's the cousin's husband. I'm like, so wait, her husband owns that business, but now it's the cousin's husband? Like, he was such a bad liar. He was such a bad liar. But either way, um, I heard it when I first started having these dreams and these visions and stuff, but I didn't want to believe it. I think I posted something about like, wow, my sister, but it's been so much other stuff that I kind of let it go. But I guess there's gonna be a day that I'm gonna just hear the whole thing. The whole case is gonna be presented to me, and I'm gonna see everybody that was involved. And I hear I'm gonna cry. I hear that it's gonna hurt because I know some stuff, but they say it's gonna be shocking about everybody that was involved. It's supposed to shock me, so I can't imagine what else. It's just, I've already seen a lot and heard a lot and dreamt a lot, but I'm kind of in suspense to find out the whole truth, because I am that type of person. I'm like Columbo, Matlock. I'm Murder, She Wrote. I want to figure it out. I want to close the case. So I guess stay tuned, and hopefully, the funny thing is, he said, oh, well, I guess I'll just be part of your book. I'll be a chapter. No, this will be the sequel, because I'm already working on my. I just need a publisher. I need some help. And I know you could do most of it on your own, but I just gotta get it finished and then put into book form. The first book, it's already in the works. But once I found out all this, that's why I'm taking notes now, writing everything down that I can remember after the dreams or the visions or this or that, blah, blah, blah. But it is a lot. It is a lot. And maybe that's why I was raised in New York. Maybe that's why I was put out 2 years after getting to Seattle. I've been the type that had to sink or swim. And this one had some tides in it, some currents in it that were a little bit harder to navigate. But now that I know how to swim in it and get around it, I can stay afloat. But it doesn't make it easy, and it definitely doesn't make it okay. I just pray that the exes that are involved doesn't involve my son's kids. My son's fathers or my ex-husband. If my ex-husband was involved in all this before this ex, that would hurt too. That would hurt a lot. I thought about that. I was like, is that the reason that he pretended that he died, so he can get out of this crap? They wanted to hurt me in a deep way and hurt my son in a deeper way, because he's alive. He's still alive. And of course, I investigated, found him. I was going to fly down there and confront him, but then I thought, what's the point? At that time, I didn't know about all this, but after thinking about it, I'm like, that's the only reason that I would think that he would do that, go to that extreme, because he loved me for sure. I mean, my little one said that everything was my name. All his passwords was Joanna, Joanna, Joanna. And he kept listening to the songs, the reggae Joanna song. So I know he wanted me bad, bad. And I tried to tell my ex, I said, believe me, even if it's just for a few days, a few years, it's gonna come a nobody compares. Nobody compares. I'm not trying to sound cocky or whatever, but I know when I love hard and I give my all. And I'm sincere, I'm loyal. And I know that it's hard to find them both, female and male. But and because I'm goofy and unique, that can't be duplicated. So you'll never find somebody like me. I know people love to say that, but and I can't say the same thing about you, because when I really thought the first time in 22, when I was like, he's another Anthony. You were exactly the copy of an ex, of a guy that I talked to. He was really not an ex. I just talked to somebody from DC, Baltimore. Same type of attitude, same happy-go-lucky, same build, same everything. So I was like, wow, God really does copy and paste, copy and paste. Everybody has a twin. The only people that I could say are original, that I've never met anybody like, is starting off with um, my my first son's my first son's dad. He's definitely unique, one of a kind. My ex-husband, although I met somebody that could be his, I don't know, like, I don't know. Sometimes they reminded me of each other a little bit with the way that they joked. Somebody that I talked to, I didn't date that guy either, but I just talked to him for like a few weeks. And let me see, I think the two M's, my first son's dad and my ex-husband. Trying to think anybody else. I guess the kid's godfather, he's unique. There's nobody like him. But other than that, everybody's a copy and paste, copy and paste. Even the females, the friends that I have, like some of them, I'm like, eventually I'm like, you're just like, but I can't say that to them. So I just say that in my head. I'm like, oh my God. So I already know what they're going to react like, what they're going to respond like. So it's almost like a script that's already written. I already read it. I already gone through the rehearsal. So it's easy to communicate with those people because I already know what the turnout is going to be. Not everybody has free will. You could go left when it's supposed to go right, but it's the same thing. The Baltimore guy acted like him too, like a horn dog. He wanted to poke, 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 pop it, pop it, pop it. But the only difference is he wasn't spreading anything. He wasn't spreading anything. So that's the main difference. I feel bad for that whole community, that whole covenant. He said he was honest about that. I believed him because that's how we met in a support group. So the fact that he's just willingly just because he's mad at the world and he's selfish, just willingly unprotected everywhere. That's dangerous. Like, I wish I would have known that sooner. I would have never met him. I'm not desperate. Before him, I was single 5, 7 years. So I could have waited. I definitely could have waited for my person. Like I said, at first, it was the thing about narcissists is they go through your page, they learn you. That's why he got back into church and this and that. But I'm finding out that his family is involved in a lot of the fuckery. They're involved in the lying, covering up for him. The fact that, like, this other girl didn't know about me. That's why she can act like I'm trying to go into their relationship before he even met her. Like, ugh. And that's why I'm saying, like, females should really stop and listen to the intuition before they react and believe a guy. Male too. Don't believe a girl. Do your homework. Do your investigation. She could have came to me, and even though I didn't want to talk to the chick, I would have explained what the heck happened with us and how I broke up with him, and because I seen all the likes that he had, and he added her 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I'm like, okay, so right before we broke up, he was already dealing with her. But not only her, the he, she, and this and that too. So I guess that's the thing, and maybe everybody in the covenant too. And with whether it's males or females, they don't care. Narcissists don't care. Now I don't know about my first narcissist because I didn't, like I said, I don't even feel like I have real feelings for him. I don't think I definitely they don't have feelings. Definitely don't have feelings. So, but so I don't remember. I know flirt and I know they love attention. That's why I was confused, and that's why I didn't even think that this guy was a narcissist. Because from what I did the research after the first narcissist, they usually care about themselves. They usually are very flashy. They're usually like have nice cars and nice places. Well, the place I don't know, because the other one stayed with his mama or something, have broke down carpets and old wood furniture, and it looks smelly and moldy and dusty. So I don't know, but they definitely like about their appearance. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, this guy looked nice, but when I went to his house, I expected more. Like, I was like, huh? You have a door out the hinges, you eating dollar store plates. Now, I did that when I first moved, and I have plates that are what's it called, when they're not plastic, they're not real, but they're like in between. I like those plates because I started using them when the kids were small, so we didn't have heavy ceramic plates, or they would drop them or stuff, and I just kept getting them. They have cute designs, and you can usually like replace the sets real fast. Like, they used to be 20 some dollars for a whole set. Now it's like 40 some dollars, 60 some dollars. Where the sets that I want, like for my next place, I'm gonna have everything new. So I'm definitely gonna, now my kids are older, we can do it all. So the sets that I want, it's like two, 300, and then the forks and stuff, the fancy. So yeah, I'm gonna upgrade everything. And um but yeah, I was just shocked. I was like, dang, you don't have no real pots. Didn't have no appliances. Oh, by the way, Sylvia, every appliance in the deep fryer, the toaster, the blender, I got it for him because he either didn't have it or it was not. Anyway, so even one of the pots that cooked good, I forgot if it was like the Dominican pot. I think it was that because I wanted to make rice, and his pots don't make the rice that good. So all that stuff, almost, I was about to send real furniture, but I was supposed to move down there in a couple of years. But I'm glad it was revealed to me before I wasted more money and time. I was investing in my future. That's why I was willing to do and to put money into it, because that's just the way I am. I'm like, I see potential. I'm like, okay, you're a business owner. Look, we can make it better. I can be a bookie. I can do the books, keep, you know, answer the phones. Let's get another phone line. Let's get you a real business address. Like, why do you have your home address as your business address? Like, I've never met somebody that did that. That's real dangerous. You can just Google his address by his business. Stupid. So I'm like, nah, we need to step it up. And I wasn't saying it to put him down at the time. I was just saying, like, okay, I'm not a business owner, at least not yet. I'm kind of heading there. I want to, right now, I'm just practicing, but I am going to get there eventually. But I thought in a relationship, one person puts in, the other person puts their part, and together you come together. I've done it before. The kid's godfather was doing two, working real good. Like, I think he made the most money when he was with me, um, Mr. G. And my ex-husband had two business. My other son's dad, he was trying to get a business. I gave him a little something to start it up. He never got it started, but it was on him. I was there. I'm always there to support my partner, the person that I'm with. I'm always trying to help elevate. Not that I'm trying to tell people what to do or I know better or whatever, but I see a hole, I want to fill it. Like, that's just one of my love language, how I show love. It's how can I help? Like, and if you don't tell me how to help, I just jump in. Like, okay, look, I want to do this. Is that okay? Blah, blah, blah. Always asking for permission. You could have always told me no. I want to stay small. I want to, but I'm like, and then I was even offering my kids, like, oh, if you want to expand, maybe you can train the boys and they can help, whatever, whatever, at least my little one. So that way you can do more jobs or do them faster and da da da. So it was for his benefit. It was, and I thought that because it would be for his benefit, it would be for our benefit. But instead, like I said, I didn't know he was a narcissist because I didn't know that narcissists didn't care about their appearance, didn't care about what their house looked like, didn't care about what their car looked like. So that's why I just thought he was hot and cold or whatever. I didn't think, and at first he wasn't like that. He was just, this time around, he came back for revenge because how dare I let him go for 2 years, 3 years, let him have his fun. Oh my God. But yeah, if I mean, I don't see why my sister would think that sleeping with my ex would hurt me, especially when I wasn't with him at the time that it probably started. I'm sure he got a thrill, like, oh, got a younger version of, but if you notice, she still wasn't me. She might look like me. We don't talk alike. So she don't sound like me. She just has a little we slightly look like each other. Now that I'm getting older, it's kind of disappearing. But when we were younger, we definitely looked like triplets, or me and her definitely twins. But but if that did happen, that's kind of like I would never. I look at her dudes and I could never like my type at all. So if she did that I know she flirted with my husband in front of me, my ex-husband in front of me, because she felt small because her baby daddy was acting up, and my ex-husband just happened to be lovey-dovey that week that she was there, and she thought, because of her mental issues, she thought we were rubbing it in. Maybe she has developed narcissism, but I think it's part of the personality thing, or schizophrenic. It plays in your head like, oh, this could mean red, could mean yellow, and yellow could mean red. It's like you never know what the heck is being whispered in their ears by their own demons and whatever they're dealing with. But before I did the video, I was almost gonna cry, but now that I did the video, I already did a short. That's why I hopped on live, because I'm like, nah, I need to get it out. Now I feel better. It's just sad that I'm gonna have to hear about who did what, and if there's ever a funeral invite. Just know, fam, I'm not coming. I don't care who passes away. I'm not coming. I am not coming. So cold, you can call me cold-hearted, or whatever. I'm not going. Not one person in my struggles was really, really there. The people that were there were just waiting for me to go. We're timing. We're just timing. They were running the clock, checking to see, oh, is today the day? Today the day? Because Grandma left me something, Grandpa left me something. Who knows if Grandma Sarah left me something? And these greedy bastards took it too, the Vito-offs. So who knows? Because I know I'm usually loved by the grandparents way more than the parents or people younger, like my aunts and them. I know I was loved by the Martinez, my Martinez grandparents. They loved me like I was their own. Like they loved me way more than my own dad, my own mom, my stepmom. Way more than they all did. And I know Grandma Sarah, she cared about me a lot more than her son that brought me out here from New York just for the money. And definitely more than my foster mom. She can't, whatever he tells her, that's how she feels. I don't know if she ever loved me. But, so I'm not surprised that I'm hearing that there's a lot more owed to me than what I thought. Because I was just looking into my mom's. The part that messes me up even more is the picture that they use for her program, they picked up the ugly picture that they could find where her hair is, I mean, it looked like somebody in third grade braided her hair. She had blue eyes and contact or something. And then like an old raggedy shirt. Like, I know the way my mom felt about looking presentable all the time, there's no way in hell that she would have picked that picture to be on that program. Shoo, I just got a picture the other day. I posted it everywhere. I had some memory in one of my emails. Pictures, I don't even remember saving that picture when she used to write a Johnny. She used to write my oldest. And I was like, oh, I got to find that letter. I know it's in one of the buckets, but she used to send them letters, cards. She was learning English just so she could talk to him one day in English. Because she knew that I wasn't going to be able to teach them Spanish the way I wanted to. So she was like, it's okay, I'll learn Spanish. I'll learn English. She was even writing it. I don't know how she was doing it. Maybe she was paying a kid. Because my mom, that's the thing. He didn't bother to learn my history. My mom was real resourceful. My dad might be stupid as rocks, but my mom was smart as all she can be. She could pretend to be a lawyer, a surgeon, and people would believe her. That's how smart. She knew what she was talking about no matter what it was. So if you're working with my dad probably doesn't even remember how smart she is, because he's too busy drinking himself to the grave. He'd think he's smarter than everybody. I just have to laugh. Because it's a lot. And it's comical. It's like, I almost want to be a fly on the wall. Like, I wish I could be a fly on the wall and hear the conversation and how funny it was to everybody. And I'm not going to lie, like, I was confused, but that's because I was so scared about the surgery that I let myself fall into that desperate female crap that I don't do. I don't do that begging and all, why are you doing this? And I'm like, that must have been so hilarious to her and to him. Then I'm thinking, did anybody like feel bad at any time? Like, after you finished laughing, when you went home, did anybody say like, damn, I can't believe we're wishing death on somebody's mom or somebody's kid? Or is the demon so deep in you, you can't see straight? Money had you so choked up that you're okay with doing this for a living. And the family doing it together while they're going to church. It's like, this is why the Bible says, not everybody that you see calling God's name knows him. So that day will come. He's going to turn his back on those type of people and say, I never knew you, Satan. Yeah. It's going to happen. And it's coming up sooner than what people think. People think they got a lifetime to get right. And it's not just, oh, let me hurry up because I'm glad he didn't tell us when he was coming, because people would try to do right the last hour and be like, well, you said if I just say your name and I call and Jesus is I'm safe, I go to heaven. No, 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 no. You can't be evil, Knievel all your life and last minute grab onto the rope like, no, you don't get no free ride. You still have to pay for your sins. You gotta get through the fire. I already did my work. And I'm sure if I gotta do more, I'll figure that out when it gets here. But I've been through a lot of lonely nights, a lot of confusing time. I did the work. And I guess the last part that God was waiting for me to do is to let go and let God. And I did. I don't talk to one person that was in the circle. Whoever, whatever family was in the circle, I don't talk to them. And I have one or two still on the social medias, but if they start acting funny, they'll be blocked too. A couple of cousins that I'm kind of keeping my eye on. If I feel like they're reporting back, they're going to be blocked too. I'm only keeping the outer circle because I know they don't even talk to those people. They don't even like those people. So I know I'll be safe with them. Even if we don't talk to each other, but we're still family. But even if I got to cut every single one of them too, I'm willing to do whatever God tells me to do. And that was hard for me. I was trying to hold on to at least one or two aunts, one or two main cousins, one or two this or that. The family in Spain, they're going to get it too. I know the Evel Knievel, Julia Fria Duran, she's going to be first. She has to be first. She did so much to my brother and sister's mental state to turn them against my mom and turn them against me. Her and her husband have to be first on the chopping block. So then Alex, then Dalma Jahaira. Yeah. And I just pray that their kids are safe because I don't know how karma works. I know I wouldn't want something I did wrong to affect my kids. They're innocent. But at the same time, once the justice go to God and it's his hand and the angels, why do you think the angels carry swords and stuff? They're not all like Care Bears. They're not going to come and hug you. When you try to take somebody out and join forces and come. And even after he warned you, even after you see I'm not down, you're still going. God tells me, oh, they're attacking you again tonight. So I just sleep a little longer the next day, the next 3 days. Luckily, God takes care of me, so I don't have to worry about going to work tired or going to school tired or whatever else everybody has to do. God allowed me to be home and get as much rest as I need. And that's all it does. It might tire me out for a day or two, but I like taking naps. So, and that I know that that's what bugs you guys in the coven, that I'm able to turn a bad into a good. I can't help it. So I guess I'm going to keep getting on your nerves because that's the way God built me. So if you want to go back to the factory and get rebuilt, And that's between you and work on yourselves and stop worrying about me. And stop doing the more magic, the more crap you guys do, the more it's gonna hurt you. So at this point, I'm almost begging you, please stop. It's just gonna hurt you more. But either way, you guys have a good night. And Briselli, I wish you would love yourself more. You're so beautiful, so talented. There was no reason for you to go this low. But you like the gutter. So does he. So I guess it's a match. It's a match made in heaven. And I hear that she's willing to do three O's and three ways. So maybe you guys enjoy each other too. But either way, it's not my business, not my problem. Have a good one. Like, share, comment, share if you care, subscribe. Until next time, thank you for being respectful. After I said I'm not looking down, you guys didn't keep. Good morning. Where? Mm-mm. All right. Have a good one, guys. Boop-a-doop-a-doo-doo. Boop-a-doop-a-doo-doo.